Hello and welcome to another video. This one's a different one and I'm not sure if you're way interested in this or anything, but I thought, hey, why not? I think it's interesting and I'm currently on it. So as you might have seen in the title of this video, I am building a self PV system thing for my balcony. Don't mind the chaos around me if you can see it. I'm trying not to show it, but yeah. So yeah, you can see I've got a quite big balcony out there. And oh, it's raining, all right. So you can see it's quite large, and right over there I can possibly fit, I guess probably 2 solar modules. And for that I already ordered 2 of them on eBay, used ones, which were removed from some other building, I think, and they were sold as used. And right now I've got them standing over there and lying on the floor down here. And today I have been getting some construction materials for the system to mount it to my balcony. And I'm not sure if it's the right material, if it works well, I have no idea, but I just went to the store, bought some things, and right now I'm sitting here and prototyping a bit. I'm just trying how it'll work and how it looks good. And I'm gonna show you through it just real quick. Alright, as I said, don't mind the chaos. This is my first version prototype module with the mounting system, and my idea is those modules have these frames around them. They already had those holes in them with 9 millimeters diameter, so I got some screws which fit through there, and those L profiles, you can see, L profiles, also with a lot of holes in them to make them fit all right. And I got some M6 6mm machine screws with all of the additional pieces I need for this, and I screwed them together right here. I'm gonna cut this piece along those lines, so it will look, I already did it with this one, so it will look like this. I can screw it up there and in here, and it ends below the frame without sticking out, because this side will be the one sticking towards me, towards the balcony, and not to the outside. And yeah, so I don't want it sticking out there. Maybe I'm gonna remove this piece of sidewall as well, like a bit diagonal, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna see. And I'm putting them here to screw them or to mount them to the balcony railing. And to mount them to the railing, I'm gonna use these things. And I don't want to look up every word, so I'm just not gonna say how these are called, because I have no idea. That's too special and not my professional work English thing. So yeah, I'm gonna use those. Those will fit around the railing, and I will screw them through here, but I need to make the hole a bit bigger because it's too small. Those have screws with 1 centimeter diameter, 10 mil. So those are gonna get screwed through here, fixed from above with another piece here you can see. So those are gonna get screwed together there, and this is going around the top handrail, and this one is gonna sit on the front of the railing, because this railing is made to put flowers in them or something, I don't know. So it's wet out here, but you can see it's got this area over there, and I can put my mounting system on here and around here, and then it will hold in place. And also I'm gonna put this one here. This is gonna get screwed to the front, to the outside of the panel, which is gonna stick out of the balcony over the railing. And this is also screwed here with a small little 6mm machine screw. And I'm gonna fix this with another mounting bracket to the vertical pillar here, right there. So it will hold in place also if it's windy and shit and storming, and I don't know. It has to be safe because there are people living below me, and they don't want to get my solar panels on their head if it's storming outside. So yeah, that's the plan. And for that, I'm currently shortening those mounting profiles to fit there and to not stick out. And that's a lot of fun. Yeah, as you can imagine. And yeah, in the next days I'm gonna get my inverter for the panels, and also the adapter cable, because the inverter has MC4 plugs, I think, and those are MC3 plugs. So I need adapters for those. Those are gonna arrive in the next days, the inverter as well. And I've got some Y adapter cables to put the two modules in parallel to the inverter, because the inverter only can work with up to 55 volts, I think, and one of those can have a voltage of between 36 and 46, I think. So if I would put those in one line and not in parallel, then it would fry the inverter. So I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, that's my current project, and I'm just gonna continue to shorten this profile, and yeah, you can watch me doing this, having fun with the profiles and all of this metal shit. Yeah, fun, fun, fun. Awesome. And yes, I know this would be a lot faster with the power tool, but I don't have none, so I have to do it manually. It is what it is. So as you have seen, I just shortened all of those profiles here. They are now all the length of 80 centimeters. And those over there, this one and the one up on there, those are still, I think, 1 meter or something. So I shortened them by 20 centimeters, and now they fit perfectly onto the solar panels, which is awesome. So I'm not gonna be able to continue that much tonight, but I am gonna try to put two of them, or one of them and one of the longer ones, together again. I just unscrewed them to shorten this one, and I'm gonna connect them again, and then I am gonna see how good they will fit out there, and I'm gonna find out if I need to shorten the diagonal stabilization profile as well, or if that's all right with the 1 meter length. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I hope I don't need to shorten it. I think I can just adjust the angle for it to fit, so that should be all right. I'm just a bit worried that it doesn't even fit at all because of the box on the outside of the railing for the flowers. And I'm a bit worried that it's in the way. I can't put my stabilization frame down there because somewhere here is this box, if you know what I mean. I can put you a little graphic up here so you can see what I mean. And I'm not sure yet. So I will have a look how well that works. So I have to connect those frames again. So I'm going to do that now. Alright, so we have got our frame here, the mounted one. And just for you to picture this, so you can imagine better, this is gonna be the top. This is where the solar panel sits on. This thing, the upper frame part, is gonna be screwed or mounted to the railing with those mounting brackets, and this thing that stops at my foot, the lower frame part, is gonna be the stabilizer. So we are gonna put that outside. Let me just get outside. All right, so you see the vertical frame piece of the railing. This is where the lower part of my frame is gonna be mounted. And the upper part of the frame is gonna sit on here, on this piece over here and the edge at the front. So let me just put this up there real quick. Okay, it's a bit dark here, but right now, if I put it on there, this lower edge is sitting on the lowest metal part that keeps these in place, so it sits on this. So I think I will need to shorten this, but that's not a job for now because I have no idea how short this should be and how long the right length will be. So I need to mount the upper one first, and then I can calculate or measure how long the lower piece can be without interfering with the angle of the upper frame piece. So I think that's gonna be everything I can do now today. I'm just gonna screw the other two parts I still have over there and this one together for the other solar panel, and I think then I will call it a day. I don't have the tools to screw the holes I need here and here at the markings As you can see, I don't have it here. And I need that so I can mount the mounting brackets. And before I mounted those, I can fix this one to my railing to test out how well it will fit and how long the lower part can be. So it's all more or less waiting. Today my inverter arrived. It's a microinverter with 400 watts peak. I can plug in one line of solar modules here, but I got the splitter I mentioned before to put those modules in parallel because of the voltage. I can screw in a Wi-Fi antenna in here, and I'm planning to do that because this is gonna sit out there and it needs good Wi-Fi there, so I can log how much I produce. I also got this 10mm steel drill here. Yeah, so I can enlarge those holes where the clamps should sit. So yeah, that's the plan for today, at least for now. Later my mom's coming over to help me to mount them to the handrails. So yeah, let's begin by enlarging those holes in the correct position and mark them on this piece with those lines here with a Sharpie and over there. And that's the correct distance to mount them perfectly to the railing. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so first I forgot I needed to drill the holes yesterday, so I screwed this to the solar panel already. But that isn't the best idea because I don't want to drill into the solar panel. So I have to unscrew those again. And I think I'm gonna start with this one and I can remount it afterwards. That's unscrewed. So I can place it on my box over here, maybe. Alright, so I've got my drill here. And now let's see if this works or if I'm going to kill myself with it. I hope not, but yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be a real piece of shit. I need something below it. Okay, so I got me some support wood to put underneath so I can remove this boxy piece of plastic here and hopefully use this wood to support my piece of metal and to screw in here or to drill in here while also drilling in the metal piece. Let's see if that works a bit better. I'm still kind of doubting it though. And I know only holding this is not the smartest idea and things, but yeah, you know how it is. I don't have a workshop here, I just got my living room floor, so gotta make the best of it. That doesn't look so bad actually. Because this is a big ship. Not sure if it should be that way, but if I'm screwing backwards, it works better. That doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't care, as long as it works. Maybe I should put my pizza box below my screwing area here. Otherwise, all of the wood and metal pieces are on the blanket as it is already. Oh shit. Both work. Awesome. It smells awful though. That's really disgusting. Because of course it's just burning the wood and it's kind of burning through this metal as well, I think. But hey, if it works, I don't care. But now I have to think. Because I need two pieces. We got two pieces for each module. And one of the rails is mounted this way and the other one is mounted this way. So I got two L shapes and always the outer side of the module has the other direction of the L to the top. So if I mount this one this way with those bigger screws down here, let me just think, is that correct? Yeah, it is. Then I need to mount the other one this way. So I need to drill the hole to this side. So this side needs to be drilled here and here, and also on the other side here and here. And then I can mount them just like this. I'm gonna do some arrows here. So yeah, alright. Then I can continue going against every law of any construction person thing and just going berserk with those things, those parts. Thankfully no one's downstairs, I think, I hope, because this is a bit loud and oh my god, it smells so disgusting. It's just burning this wood. Oh dang. Check. Works. Awesome. So sometimes you just have to be a little creative. Good. So now we can take our big screws for the mounting clamps and screw them through here. Got our frame here. As I said yesterday, we're just gonna mount this on here like that. This fits almost perfectly. Ah damn, that's a bit too far out, but we'll have a look into that later. We can mount this like this here and screw it in place, then it's fixed. And the stabilizer frame is gonna go down there. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. That comes in just right over the mounting point of this plate. So we can fix it around here, hopefully. If those clamps will fit around there with this plate in place. So I just have to screw the hole at the lowest point of the stabilizer. and then I hope we should be fine. And this up here is awesome. I just have to look and see if we can get this one a bit further in, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see. So to fix my stabilization frame part, I just made this piece to this one. I just took my hammer and this guy and made it squared so it would still fit around the pole of the railing, but also make the screws fit in between the metal plates and the railing pillar, so I can fix those. And now we are gonna fit all of those frame profiles to the first solar panel and have a look if that works out as we planned it. Okay, so now we mounted the frame profiles to the panel, and we also mounted all of the clamps, also up here, the modified one, and we added some rubber down here, additional rubber to the inside because it was laying on the metal before. So right now we are trying to install this module on the railing. Not gonna film that because I don't have no tripod to fix my phone in. I will show you as soon as it is fixed to the railing. So yeah, give me a sec. We got the first one mounted and it looks awesome. I hope you can see it more or less, but that's so much not going anywhere. That's so incredibly well mounted. I screwed those all the way to the closest possible on both sides and also here. And the front ones really are just for bringing the weight down to this, which is mounted with big frame things to this, so that's stable. Also here. And down there you can see the stabilizing frame mount point, and down here's the clamp for that one, which is mounted to the frame and also screwed very well in place. Maybe I can close those screws a bit more, but I'm not going there. The screwdriver doesn't fit here very well. So yeah, it's also standing on this cross mount, so that's probably the best way I could have done it. Now I just have to do it for the other solar panel as well, and then get my adapters for these pins and plug everything into the inverter, and then we are good to go. And you will see this of course as well. But now the second panel, and I need to adapt this clamp for the other one as well. Just some quick DIY tips with Niko. If there's a hole in the middle of your screw hole of the mount thing here, then just screw it to this piece of wood, then use your hammer to force it to the form you want, and then you can unscrew it. And it's almost perfect. Here we go. Almost perfect shaped. Now I just have to get these to the correct angle, which is easy compared to the rest. And then you're done. Just have to look that this is the same distance, so the screws will meet, or the screw holes will meet, but that's the smallest part. Ta-da! Here we are. That's DIY tips with Niko. Okay, awesome. Then we just screw this to the panel. And we got the second one mounted as well. Just absolutely the same mechanics as you've seen before, but this clamp down here, it just didn't want to get the screw in. It was just a bit off, the angle was just a bit not right, and that made it so hard to get it fixed. But now it's done, and that's also very well mounted, so that's not going anywhere. At least I hope so. Yeah, awesome. I love it. And I got a little bit of room here in the middle where I can step to the front and look outside and clean them or something. I don't know. It's awesome. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. Quick little update. Last night I just prepared the inverter, but I FaceTimed with a friend meanwhile, so I couldn't film it. I just temporarily connected this cable with a Schuko plug on it to the connection cable for the inverter. That's just the 3 phases, or the 3 cables connected. Positive, the negative, and the grounding wire. And I also plugged it in and tested it, and everything works fine. It's also already connected to my smart home system. I just have to set this up today correctly. And I can make another video about that. If you are interested in that, I can show you how all of this works and how all of the other stuff in my apartment works. And here you can see another short look in the brightness where you can see something. Here are the panels. I also just tested them. They got a voltage of 38 volts. Both of them with the conditions half an hour ago. So that's alright. They should be between 35 or 36 and 46 or something. So that's perfect. With not much sunlight, that's alright. My adapter cables should be arriving later today, so I can connect them in the afternoon and set it up. And I just need a waterproof connection box for the cable stuff I made last night, so that it doesn't get too wet. And here's my socket where I can plug it in, and then everything should be working fine. But I'll show you that later, and I'll keep you updated. Welcome back. Here we are with all the stuff we need to get this running, hopefully. So we got our adapters from the MC3 to the MC4 plug in both directions, 2 times because 2 panels. Then we got our Y adapter cables, the inverter, and I'm just gonna hook them up real quick. Okay, here we go. These are connected. And the Y adapters to put them in parallel. To get all of this working. So we need to connect those 4 ends to the panels outside. And now I'm gonna connect this I'm gonna put this connection inside this waterproof connection box with 2 holes in it. So this is waterproofed and can be outside without any short circuit or anything. So I'm gonna put this in here and just reapply all the connections. It's a bit difficult to film all of this because I don't have no tripod here. So yeah, I'm gonna cut real quick and show you afterwards. Give me a sec. Okay, so my connection box is set up. We got the ground wire, we got the positive phase and the 0. They're all connected up. Just need to plug this back into the inverter and get the cap on here so it's safe and dry. Perfect. Maybe I'm gonna stick some duct tape over this. I don't know. We'll see. But now we can plug this into here. Plug this in. Screw the plug in place. So this is fixed and dry because it rained a lot today outside and we don't want this to get wet. All right, so now we just have to plug in all of those connector cable ends and get this mounted to the railing, and then we should be good to go. And I'm gonna test this tomorrow because today there won't be any light anymore. It's already dark, but it is what it is. After a bit trial and error and another piece of cable in between the plug for the socket and the inverter and some plugging in those cables, I think I got it working. Now we just have to wait for tomorrow to see if it actually works as it should, but I'm optimistic. This looks quite good. Even though it's wet, it shouldn't be any problem because those are made for the outside and those even more, so that's alright. That's alright as well. That's pretty dry here. The other connection box is also quite dry up there, so yeah. But again, all of this cable management is just precautionary. I'm gonna redo this quite soon, maybe at the weekend or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna look if the inverter is online, and then I'm gonna set up my Home Assistant for this and see how it goes. But yeah, as I said before, maybe in another video. So we'll just have a look for this when it's bright again and when there is sunlight, and yeah, then we will see. And that's where we are right now. It's not the next day, it's a lot later, but I forgot to film the ending in the sunlight, so there's no sun here, but we got some snow, which is also quite nice. The inverter is running awesome, blinking green, so it means that everything's running fine. The connection is still very, very good. The system works awesome, and I'm gonna go back inside because it's really cold outside. The system works awesome. I already got some kilowatt hours out of it. Not that much because it wasn't that sunny anymore. It's December now, week before Christmas. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or want to know more about how I put this inside my Home Assistant, just write me in the comments below that you're interested in seeing this. I'm glad to show you about that. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one. Bye!